advertised the stream on my Discord.
Oh, okay, he just stretched it for me. I guess that works. Hey, so I'm Deathline, and that's Laurie.
Hi.
And this is PokéPark 2 Wonders Beyond.
It's not the greatest speed game.
It is not the greatest speed game.
But we're running it anyways.
But we're gonna run it. Also, I need to change out my batteries super duper quick before we start this run, before my batteries die mid-run.
I have full battery.
What?
You can count down when you're ready.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
just
I'll go
in
back
case.
to the...
we're almost ready here. I just gotta... Okay, there we go. My Wiimote was, like, not wanting to cooperate.
I need to go back to
Okay.
the final screen.
Okay, full bar. So, I don't know why, but from PokéPark 1, which had 4 save files, Park 2 only has 2, which is kind of lame.
And you can't choose a little cool face.
There's no icons, so we're just
So
gonna start
it
a new game. We just click Start New Game, and then we gotta go down to Options, and then set the text speed to Fast, otherwise you lose like 10 minutes.
The text speed is still really slow in this game.
And then personally, I'm just gonna turn off my Rumble settings because I hate Rumble settings.
I'm okay with Rumble.
Okay, but from there, time starts on File Select, so whenever Laurie's ready, I'll go ahead and give a
ready.
countdown.
I am ready.
Alright, I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go, you go. So,
Alright.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. So, immediately... I
You
don't
get
know this.
cutscenes.
Do you know if language matters in this game?
Japanese is like indefinitely faster, but it's banned because no one owns a Japanese copy except for like one person in the world apparently. So
Okay. That settles that.
runs of PokéPark Wii and Park 2 have to be done on the English version,
Yeah.
and there's no language version or language options in this.
Okay.
So PokéPark 2 is the successor to PokéPark Wii Pikachu's Adventure, which is already a fucking black sheep game that nobody knows about.
Yeah. And I believe, are you on playing that game right after this game?
PokéPark Wii comes up right after Park 2.
Yeah. I have a bit of problems with life, so unfortunately we couldn't get the games really in series order. But
Yeah.
in terms of, you know the term save the best for last, which is why we're just knocking out this
Thanks,
game
Charlie.
now.
Yeah, so Park 2 is... While PokéPark 1 is definitely more gameplay driven, Park 2 is vastly more story driven.
Mhm.
There's gonna be a lot of tech smashing, like way
There's gonna
more
be
than
a lot
Park
of text
1.
smashing, and then our goals in each area are going to be basically doing the same thing. We're gonna be making friends, doing a 2D section at some point, and then going into a poster, shaking our Wii remote for 15 seconds.
So this is Piplup. This is one of my main friends. My Pikachu's main friends. He's actually also in PokéPark 1.
He's not my friend though.
I'll explain all of like the Park 1 connections when I'm doing PokéPark 1, but all you need to know is that the reason why PokéPark 1 and 2 exist is because it's Piplup's fault.
It's all Piplup's fault. And you'll see that, you won't see that immediately. It'll probably take, I think, about 15 minutes until story...
Yeah, it's
like,
about 15
Piplup
minutes.
actually messes up, but when Piplup messes up, he really freaking messes up.
Okay, so the currency in PokéPark Wii and PokéPark 2 is berries. The way it works in Wii is different, but berries in PokéPark 2 literally mean jack shit.
We're gonna be using some berries throughout the run. We're gonna make it to a hub. There's like, not really a specific hub area, but the closest we get to that is a place called Cove Town. And in Cove Town, we're gonna be making friends with a few NPCs.
Not even a 58. I'm sad.
5810.
I got a 57. Bad mashing.
Wow. No, but
Pika percent was met, but that's for Park 1. This is Park 2, which is just any percent.
yeah. I mean, technically, we're playing all the minigames with Pikachu in this game, because...
Hey, so once you beat Piplup in Chase, which is a skill game, that's how you make friends most of the time. He gives you a PokéPark pad, which is like the journal of the game. You literally open this one time, and then you never see it again.
Yeah, that's the only time we're seeing it, and because if we try and run past Piplup without opening the PokéPark pad, it'll warp us back in front of Piplup, and he'll be like, open the fucking PokéPark pad right now.
Pretty much. So this is Timber. This is a Pokemon we're going to be seeing throughout the story a little bit. Right now he tells...
He'll be relevant for like the first half hour, and then it'll be relevant like a lot later. And then, but between that two, he won't be relevant at all.
Okay, so right there he tells you to use your strongest move, and then he's like, okay, use Thunderbolt. So, for whatever reason, the way they bound the buttons in this game is absolutely fucking bonkers. To use Thunderbolt, you have to hold the one key, which is your dash button.
Yeah. And I guess I should also explain. So every Pokemon you play as, because a bit of a spoiler alert, you're gonna be playing as...
Oh, I got bodied, rip. That's time loss. Okay, whatever.
190.
I didn't... I got 189 because I got hit, because I didn't do the combo right. So the fighting system in Park 2 is also indefinitely worse than Park 1. There's like no real HP system. It's just kind of mash moves and hope you win.
And hope the health goes down far enough that it depletes entirely.
And combos are really hard to do, and there's a lot of buffering strats that just aren't good. And Park 2 is just painful to run compared to Park 1. But it's still not a bad game by any means. It's just not nearly as good as PokéPark 1, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I guess I should explain what I was going to explain. When it comes to combat, spoiler alert, we'll have 4 different Pokemon to play as. We'll have Pikachu, and then the 3 starters from the Unova games from Generation 5, Black, White, Black 2, White 2. Each Pokemon is going to have a kind of unique combo that you can get from repeatedly dashing into an enemy. And then, similar to Thunderbolt, every Pokemon will have a move you use by holding down the 1 button until it's charged. And then you have a third move, which you can use by shaking the Wii Remote. So, because, you know, as you mentioned, the combat in this game isn't messed up enough. There's really a move that you use by just motion controls.
So, most of the time, we're just going to be using the dash combo, which is just mashing the hell out of 1, as that's the fastest combo, and yet most normally does the best amount of damage. There are times where we'll shake the Wiimote, though, to do a ranged attack, but it's far and few between. Also, this game is pretty cutscene heavy.
Yeah, so... you mentioned this earlier. This game is a lot more focused on story in this game, as compared to PokéPark.
We're like literally aligned in like right now in the cutscene.
I'm not looking at the game feed because I don't want to feel bad.
No, you're like literally tied frame for frame with me.
That's funny.
Okay, it's not frame for frame. You're like slightly ahead, but...
Yeah, I have a little bit of delay on my cat. Keep in mind, I think it's about a second and a half worth of delay.
This is a perfect example right here. I don't understand this. Piplup, like, he's like, hey, what's going over there? Let me run over there. And like, they literally make you watch him running all the way over there. It's like there's only one group of Pokemon that you can see in the distance, and like even then, if you just cut out like that running, you could just render distance. Like you'll see right in front of you where he was running to. And the little details like that.
Is this stuff that happens in Park 1 sometimes?
Yeah, it's just like, hey, follow me, and then it'll just like immediately cut to black, and then you just follow them. And it's like, okay, I guess. But this thing is like, let me watch all of you running down all that way. Collecting that berry right there on the ground does not matter, by the way. You do not have to do that.
Did you get it?
I got it.
I got it too, don't worry. It's the swag berry. It's the
Yo, what's up, Chibi?
So here, Oshawott, Oshawott is one of the major characters. They're one of the starters from the Generation 5 game, so we're going to be playing as them later in the game. And one important thing we're going to keep in mind, this does not involve Oshawott, but it's going to happen right now, because Oshawott is going to ask for 10 berries, so he can go to Wish Park. Because right now, the point in the game, we were just introduced to this amazing place called Wish Park, where you can have fun forever. And you need 10 berries. We're going to pay 10 berries to get the portal open. You see that poster in the background right now? That's the portal to Wish Park. And so we're going to pay Krokorok 10 berries. What you might have noticed, though, is that this is going to be true with every single text box in the game. If there's a yes and no selection, it's going to default to no, which is a terrible thing, because
Most of the time.
including that time when you talk to Oshawott, there are 2 instances in this entire game where it is a good thing to say no.
And by the way, if you say yes to giving Oshawott 10 berries, Piplup will just be like, fuck off, don't give him your berries. And then Oshawott is like, okay, yeah, I'll go get my own berries. See ya.
Yeah.
And they do that just so you literally cannot lose berries before, like, progressing the story.
That's another thing, controls. Yeah, no, if you hold A, you can wave. You can do a cute little wave. It's not useful ever.
At least in any percent. Jumping in this game is actually pretty okay. And I don't think it's nearly as, like, perfect as Park 1 was.
The thing about
I wouldn't say Park 1 was perfect, but jumping in this game is pretty good still.
If you're running, if you have to talk to someone, and you kind of didn't do your dash, if you timed it wrong, you can hold 1, and eventually you'll just stop in your tracks while dashing. But if you don't do that right, you can jump, and that'll kind of cancel the dash, because if you keep dashing and then try and mash 2 to talk to someone, you have to wait for the dash to stop, and then in that time, you'll bonk into them.
So you can, either you bonk into them, sometimes it's fast, there's like one instance where bonking into something is faster. You can also hold down on the D-pad, because you hold the Wiimote sideways when playing this game, and that'll make Pikachu skid to a stop, but that's still slower by like frames over jumping in like 90% of scenarios.
Really? I never knew that. I literally just found out about, or not, I didn't find out about skidding, but for some reason I never, defaulted to skidding.
Anyways, this is Wish Park. Gothita is just like, hey, follow us. And then all the other Pokemon are like, hey, follow us, because we're lemmings. And then plot kicks in a minute.
And, yeah, a little bit. So right now, you see in the background, there's this big castle. Wish Park is split into 4 zones, and right now we're in the Cake Zone. Should I explain part of the story, like, now?
It doesn't matter to me.
Alright, I'm gonna explain part of the story now to make sense of this.
Also, it's faster to jump up that ledge there.
I didn't do it.
Don't ever walk around. It's always faster to jump up that ledge, just so you know.
I'm slow. I'm slow. Okay, but basically our main goal is we're going to have to ring these bells, called the Wish Bells, at each of the 4 zones. And there's 4 zones in PokéPark here. The Cove, there's 4 areas. There's the Cove area, the Arbor area, the Crag area, and the Tech area. And each area is tied to a zone of Wish Park. And so...
did not do a jump buffer. That was really bad.
And so, our goal is going to be to, as we learned in that cutscene, that Panseer has already played, or is it the Panpour? Which one has already...
It's Panseer.
Panseer has already ate the cake, like, and he's saying, let's play 23, like, time 23. So as we're gonna learn fairly soon, this cake is not, you know, normal.
So, by the way, you literally do not need to do anything the first time.
Yeah, you don't need to play this minigame. I'm gonna play it, because sensor bar testing, we're gonna get to a point later in this game where we actually have to play this minigame and get a certain amount of points to succeed. So and this is like the only time in the run where the sensor bar is important. So I usually just play this to make sure my sensor bar is good, because I don't move my sensor bar. And I usually don't practice this game before attempts.
I just want to mention, so, I don't know if you saw, but like, from me talking to Cofagrigas to the point where I actually got instructions to where, like, I got to select my character to starting the minigame, loads are so bad in this game.
Yeah.
Like, some loads go as long as 16 seconds. It's just really bad. Everything in this game is hard loaded. There are very few soft loads.
Alright. Well, I got 17,000 points.
I got 0.
Nice. Did you win?
I won.
Yeah, so later on, we're gonna need to get 30,000 points in that minigame, but there's gonna be a second round, which will make 30,000 a breeze.
Snapshot mode is a lot different in this game than it was in Park 1. I don't exactly know how you do it, because you're not required to do it anymore.
Yeah, there is, it can do stuff in the game. It can make you some friends by just taking a picture of a Pokemon. But
I guess it was Panpour that ate the cake. I lied.
yeah.
Whatever.
You understand my point, but what we're learning here, going back to what I was saying, the cake contraption, we learned that Wish Park they're kind of trying to hypnotize Pokemon right here, and so the only way to, like, what we're trying to do in this game is save these Pokemon, and we're gonna be ringing these 4 bells by winning the minigames, and then in 3 out of 4 cases, we have a boss.
So yeah, like that cutscene was not hard loaded at the beginning, but now it's hard loaded after.
Yeah.
Which is a joke.
The loading screens in this game are pretty cute, though. Shoutouts to the train. I don't know if you guys heard that through my microphone.
I did not hear anything.
It's not going through. There's a train horn.
So Pikachu's shake attack is Iron Tail, and this is like one of the few times we're actually gonna like use the shake attack here.
Yeah.
We just gotta knock like all 6 Yamask out of the ring. There's a strat to do this really fast. It's kind of hard. I already messed it up.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get it. The one.
Oh, I'm getting like super bodied right now.
I didn't get it. Oh, I got mega bodied. Okay.
Okay. Well, I took really long. So the strat basically is you kind of wait, and then they'll move in towards the middle a little bit, and then you jump into the middle of them and shake the Wiimote, and you can knock out all 6, and it saves like 5 seconds. But if you mess it up, then you lose like 5 seconds, if not more.
Yeah, you saw what happened to me there.
Depending on how slow you want to go. I went really slow, so whatever. Also cutscenes.
Also cutscenes. This is finally where we're gonna see the problems with Piplup. As you can see by the way the turning works, this cutscene is brilliantly animated. I don't think that's how turning works, Pikachu. Why do you look like that? It's so dumb. And then... That's my That's my English dub.
I don't understand that like cutscene at all, because like Piplup. So Pikachu got stuck like in between the hands, which is bullshit. And then Piplup knocked him through the hands, and then Piplup was through like halfway through the hands or the fingers, and he's just like laying there like, "Go on without me." Like
his
all this
head is obviously bigger than the rest of his
like
body.
Kingdom Hearts style bullshit, and it's just like, seriously, dude. Seriously?
Also, in chat, there are going to be some... I believe there are going to be... Don't quote me on this, because you know more about the tech in this game than I do. I believe there are a few battles where it's going to be a good thing. In battles, if you double tap a direction, you can do a sort of sidestep move. And I think that's useful for dodging in some battles, but you're not going to see it.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot.
Like for example, there are some battles such as Crocodile, which we're gonna see a battle a little bit later, where usually what you'll do is you'll do a dash combo and then knock a Pokemon down. But when it comes to like Crocodile, they have an attack. They do like a tail swipe when they get up from being knocked down.
By the way, it's faster to go right around the lighthouse here because Pikachu's already facing in that direction.
I went to the left this time because I went to the right on our race last week, and I felt like I was being slow when I went to the right.
It's actually faster to go to the right by like frames.
Oh,
Again,
this game is all about
only because
frames.
Pikachu is like set facing towards the right.
Oh yeah, and the turning in this game is kind of weird. So, coming up, we're gonna battle Oshawott, and if we win this battle, we're gonna have Oshawott as a pal. A pal is different than a normal friend, because a pal implies that they are a playable character.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what
what
that means.
the P stands for. In pal. No, it doesn't. So, I think it does still make Oshawott count towards when we have to make friends for the portal opening. I don't know if he contributes to power.
I don't know. I think pals like innately count towards power. Oh, I did that combo way too fast.
Alright,
Alright, whatever.
so I just finished Oshawott, and
So,
coming up,
okay, so another mechanic I want to explain about the battle system. So when you first hit a Pokemon with Dash, depending on their weight limit and size comparatively to Pikachu, either they'll go flying after their first hit, or they won't. Like, so smaller Pokemon will just go flying. I forgot to split.
I got a 19 flat there.
So certain Pokemon will go flying, and some won't. And then, if you reset a combo before, like, they go flying, if you hit them with the first move in the combo, which normally wouldn't send them flying, they'll just go flying, like, when you start the next combo, which is just silly.
Yeah.
Also, this barrier right here is really silly. You have to, like, full hop over it. And I didn't even get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like one instance of like running into the Pokemon is faster. Like running into Alamomola and then talking is faster than jumping.
I didn't do that. Oops. So, the one thing you're gonna notice, there's gonna be like one time in this game where playing Chase is actually hard. And
Nice.
usually on land, you wanna be Pikachu.
So
For now. Later we'll get an even faster character, but right now, whenever you're on land, it's usually good to be Pikachu.
okay, well apparently my stream apparently died.
Oh.
I guess I can't explain anything until it comes back.
Coming up right here on my end, we have a little bit of a random thing coming up. You see this Patrat right here, and then there's a beach ball right here. We have to befriend this Patrat in the route, so we have enough friendship power to open the gate to Witchpark, because we need to do that. But the beach ball and the Patrat location can be random. So you have 3 chances to, like, get them in a good spot.
Is audio coming through on the stream?
Huh?
Is audio coming through on the stream?
I don't know. But fortunately, my Patrat was in a really nice spot.
So yeah.
I got, yeah.
So
I
if
caught, sorry. No, okay. But yeah, no, that Patrat is random. So, like, it can be in a random spot, and so can the beach ball. Fortunately, I got really good positions on both of them, and, so, I don't know. How was your Patrat luck?
my Patrat was okay. It wasn't like the worst, but it could have been a lot
Was
better.
it good enough?
It was good
So
enough.
you got Patrat on the way there?
I got it on the way there to the lighthouse. So if you don't get good RNG the first time, you can just skip it and then try again after.
Yeah.
As I was mentioning when my stream probably died,
Yeah.
Oshawott is slow as hell on land, so don't use him on land, but since he's a water type, he can swim. So,
and, like,
and he's,
changing Pokemon...
so he can swim really fast in the water. And
Easy on me.
and they're parts of the game right here, like now, this is the lighthouse, where you have to do this 2D platforming sections, and it's really obnoxious because there's a lot of switching.
And one thing you may have noticed is that switching takes a few seconds. Okay, let's just use a thunderbolt. Alright, no, switching takes a few seconds. Switching is actually a little bit faster inside the lighthouse than it is outside the lighthouse.
It's like slightly less laggy.
Yeah, no, because instead of watching a cutscene that leads into you gaining control, it just kind of fades into you gaining control. That was an absolutely garbage lighthouse. It took Pikachu like 5 seconds to charge up a lightning bolt.
If you jump there, make sure you hold 1 the entire time.
Yeah. I was having problems.
So as soon as we get that, we can just go back to Timber, who was like on the slope to Cove Town.
What? Patrat, what the?
By the way, I just ran past a tree where there was like those orange-looking berries.
I just bonked this.
You can hit that tree and berries will fall down out of it.
Berries, we have berries routed in such a way that the amount of friends we make and the treasure chests we open, we'll get enough berries for all the upgrades. I was mentioning a while back, because we're about to enter this area, Cove Town. Cove Town is basically the closest we get to a sort of hub world. And so...
Oh, okay, nice frame-perfect jumps. I guess I can explain that in a minute.
So we're about to enter... It's the closest thing we have to a sort of hub area because it has access to the other 3 areas. There are these doors that lead to Arbor, Crag, and Tech area. And we're in the Cove area, Cove Town, haha, funny. But we're gonna have NPCs spawn here that are going to be able to upgrade each character's battle moves, and then there's gonna be one that can upgrade the speed of each character. And so we're getting berries, like you saw us open that treasure chest on the way here, because we're gonna be getting
Oh my god, woods suck.
We're gonna be getting 1 speed upgrade for 2 characters, and then Oshawott dash combo is gonna be going to level 3 by the end of
which is
this
the max.
Yeah.
So I just like to point out through all the areas, there are like I think there's only 1 where you don't actually have to press 2 to proceed. Like everything's hard loaded, so you have to like manually check and want to go into the area, unlike PokéPark 2, where it's just like you run into a loading zone.
This is
okay. Well, I messed up already. So you talk to Krokorok, and right there, you need to switch to Oshawott before talking to Krokorok. So I just wasted like 10 seconds.
I didn't forget.
It wasn't like 10 seconds. It's like a little bit less than that. But if you use Pikachu, you're literally not gonna win because they're ground type and type effectiveness in Pokemon games. So you have to switch to Oshawott.
This game is consistent about that.
So starting out, Sandow's right behind me. I'm just going to shake the Wiimote for Razor Shell, which is Oshawott's move. And then I'm just going to do a dash combo. And that's just that. Like, you just win instantly.
I'm going to do that too. Alright. That's an easy fight. And Krokorok, really, in a lot of zones, you'll see us just kind of get the fastest Pokemon to befriend. But in Cove area, a lot of the Pokemon we befriend, like you're gonna see an exception right here coming up soon, and you did see an exception with the Patrat. A lot of the friends we make in Cove area, at this point in the game, we don't really know anything about Wish Park, or like the missing Pokemon case and stuff, because that's what it is really. It's Pokemon missing because they're going to Wish Park and getting like hypnotized. So a lot of the friends we're making in Cove area are going to be plot relevant to Wish Park. But then by the time we learn everything about Wish Park, we're in the second area and there's not really any plot relevance to the friends we make.
I just like to point out that my favorite line in this entire game is at the end of Krokorok talking to you before he friends you. He says, "Come on, don't be a rube."
A rube. A rube?
A rube.
Like a Rubik's Cube?
I always imagined like Rube Goldberg.
When I think of the brew.
So, coming down, we're gonna fall down this little ledge here. Okay, there's a Petalil right here. We're just gonna go down these cliffs, and then we're actually gonna friend this Petalil.
This Petalil is the greatest thing.
Because it's actually necessary. And they want you to catch up to Petalil in 2 seconds, which is free, as long as you just mash the one button. You literally cannot lose if you're just mashing the one button.
You don't even have to mash it, you just have to, like, press it. See?
And the amount of berries you get from friends in this game is just ridiculous. Because
look at this.
the amount of necessary berries is ridiculous. From here, I'm just going to
And
literally
then just
walk
got, like,
off this, like, 30-foot drop, and then I'm fine.
Like, yeah. No, we had to go in the lighthouse to get a hammer because apparently that.
Also, nice frame perfect jump again.
But there are these like 30-foot drops that are completely unblocked, and it's perfectly fine.
So the joke with the frame perfect jump, it's not frame perfect, but when you do a jump cancel, when you want to like get a text box or proceed or whatever, check something. If you're mashing two, sometimes you'll jump before you get frames to check the item or Pokemon you want to talk to.
Would you prefer if I muted myself for the
I don't care.
remote shaking? All right. Well, you guys are gonna listen.
I mean, you're gonna hear me do it, so.
Yeah, you're gonna listen to what goes into speedrunning this game.
So to open Wish Park at like any point in the game, you have to shake the Wiimote to get enough friendship power to open Wish Park, because plot convenience. And it's really obnoxious.
Yeah, my arm hurts now.
There is a strat though. Like all Wii games tell you to shake the Wiimote when you're holding it sideways up and down. You actually don't get a lot of traction out of that. If you hold the Wiimote like around the bottom and then just shake your hand left to right in a motion like that, you get more inputs that way.
I do something kind of like that, but not really. Also, as mentioning the lighthouse one last time, because we're gonna see more 2D sections like that. Super Sparkster in chat is completely right. The 2D sections are literally just very narrow 3D sections. Like, the controls in those, the turning controls are terrible.
Okay.
And Eve, you mentioned, in Park 1, that's gonna be a lot better.
So, I don't know if anyone will notice. So I jumped up that little slope there, like I said, to skip it. However, Espeon was in the way, so I actually used the D-pad to walk before dashing again, because if I dashed, I would have ran straight into Espeon. That's one of like
ran into Panpour.
That's one of the things like you have to like watch out for in the Park series.
Yeah,
and,
I mentioned the Patrat earlier and how their placement was random in the beach ball. Basically every NPC has a random placement like that, and it's usually not for talking to them, which is why you don't mention it with every NPC. But sometimes random NPCs can just be right in your way, and you can bonk into them, which is an animation that wastes a little bit of time.
On smaller Pokemon like Panpour or like Petalil, you'll run right through them. But on any other Pokemon that's too big, you'll either bonk off of them or you'll get super dizzy when hitting them.
Yeah.
Also, for whatever reason, my Wiimote makes noises whenever I play these games, so if you can hear that through my mic, I apologize.
I think it's because if you go into Wii menu, there's like a setting for like the Wii speaker.
Yeah, I don't know. It's annoying.
The Wiimote has a speaker on it.
But yeah, it just sounds like a bunch of like clicking, and then if you hit a 1000 point here on the Watchdogs, it goes like a little like doo-doo-doo thing.
Shiny. Yeah, I don't hear it, so...
I can pull it up to my mic.
Don't do that. No, but unlike the last time, as Deathline mentioned, last time you needed no points. That was just kind of, I don't know why the game did that. It was kind of more of like a showcase of an attraction before we really knew what was going on. But now we're actually have to have the challenge of winning the attraction to ring the wish bell and unhypnotize the Pokemon. So here we need to get a score of 30,000 points to win the attraction. And here's the second stage that you didn't see the first time that I mentioned back when we played it for the first time.
So you need to shoot the cake batter, and that'll turn into a cake, and then you need to shoot the cake again to decorate it. And if you actually mash the heck out of the A button when doing this, sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get a double hit, because that's like nearly frame perfect. The vanilla cake mix is only worth 100, but it falls the slowest. The chocolate cake mix falls a little bit faster, and it's worth double, or it's worth like 200. Yeah, it's worth double that.
It's worth triple. It's worth 300 on the initial hit, and
it's worth triple. And then the golden honey cake bullshit, I don't even know what that is. It's worth like 1,000 at the end of the day. It's totally possible to get every single cake too. It's just really obnoxiously hard.
I have exactly 30,000. Yeah, no, I'm having sensitive problems. So yeah, no, I have exactly 30,000, which is target score. If you tie the target score, you win still, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't want to lose a minigame.
For whatever reason, on each save file, once you beat an attraction for the first time, you can play multiplayer on that attraction in that save file. Yeah, I almost doubled the points I needed. So we're gonna get really close to Kafagrigas and then switch to Oshawott to save time on Oshawott running, because he runs so slow.
I'm gonna play it safe, because I'm not 100% sure on the exact location of the trigger.
There's a little, like, gray rock pad, and if you just stop before the edge of that, it'll be fine.
Okay. I had a really short time on it.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, no, I saw what you meant. It's like a little chocolate patch.
Yeah. So you need to destroy Kafagrigas' cake here. Basically, just to do like 4 dash combos and then just run around the cake when you need to move.
It's really 2 dash combos, and then you like do a 180 around the cake and do 2 more. That's what you told me on time.
Yeah, yeah. So I just did it perfectly.
I'm about to do it. Hopefully, not terrible.
And then you actually have to fight Kafagrigas, which is just basically the same thing.
We've mentioned jumping to kind of like cancel the running. I also can jump. There's a bit of end lag at the end of a dash combo where you can't move your character. As soon as you get the last hit on a dash combo, you can just jump out of the combo and not have to worry about standing still for a second. Today I learned.
So yeah, you want to try and buffer your dash combos so your strongest hit comes out like right when they're coming out of their invincibility frames, and then you can do another dash combo before they hopefully like get knocked down.
I messed up the fight. Okay, I just need to do this and I can end it. Yeah, I didn't have a very good fight against Kafagrigas, but I mean it's better than dying, which you shouldn't.
We're gonna switch back to Pikachu and then jump into the, or hit the ring the wish bell. Hello.
That's what you do. I don't think I've talked about wish bells enough. There are 4 of them.
I split a little bit early, but whatever. That makes up for me splitting late on Oshawott.
Yeah. I am running to the bell right now.
So for reference, any percent world record is 2:39.06 by Cobrol. My PB is a 2:46.22.
And my PB is a 2:51.46.
Yeah.
So Deathline's gonna win.
Yeah, as long as I don't choke.
Where can you choke so badly?
A lot. Like most of Crag area.
Crag area
and Power Zone, and then Sigilif's Wild Ride of Tower of Terror.
Wild Tower of fucking ass. fuck that tower?
So
dude?
Rodriguez right here is like explaining literally all the plot and like how it works in the bad guy zone, and then one of the bad guys is like, "Shut the hell up, dude! What the hell are you talking about?" And it's like kind of funny to me, because it's like bad guys always explain how everything works, and then one of the bad guys just like, "Shut the fuck up."
Speaking of which, this is Gothadel. This is Gotharita.
That's Gotharita.
Okay, you were explaining that, and I said Gothitelle in the middle of Gotharita recording, so... That's my defense.
So
There's also more
we can go back. You can walk all the way around, but if you turn around, you can just fall off this cliff here, and that saves a bunch of time than running all the way around.
If anyone donates, there are ample cutscenes for you to read them out loud.
By the way.
I should have mentioned that a while ago.
We still have a
Like,
bunch
if
of bid
we're-
wars left, so make sure you
Yeah.
get your donations in.
If I can make a recommendation, I'd like to return the sun at the top of the tower for the one-shot ending. But you can donate to return home and be the worst person ever, and I'll hate you forever if you choose that for the bid war.
So for plot relevance, at like the beginning of the game, there's Reshiram and Zekrom, which are like the legendaries of Black and White, and they have like kinda relevance in this game. They're like not nearly as important as Mew was in Park 1. Is this Twilight Princess Party Edition? Please!
You're banned. No. Don't mind me just kind of mashing with my face because I'm so bored. So, coming up, we're gonna be fighting Crocodile because, as we learned from Cofagrigus,
Get wrecked.
The four-
Patrat.
the four
Just
the
dash
four
them in.
segments of Wish Park are segmented right now, and the only way we can access the other three is by the only way we can access the other three really right now are by going to the other three areas of PokéPark. And so there's this kind of gatekeeper, and that's Crocodile, and he won't let you. He's trying to use the battle against you to impress Audino, who is a girl that he likes. And so,
Because, by the way,
we're gonna bring
Pokemon are gendered
Audino-
in this game.
We're gonna bring Audino over to Crocodile and then beat the shit out of Crocodile.
So, by the way, when you're running back to Samurai, Drifblim will show up and be like, "Hey, thanks for rescuing me." Drifblim in this game and PokéPark 1, the prequel, access to fast travel.
Yeah. The fast travel in this game is not very good. Every time you travel from an area,
You literally have to watch the
haven't
cutscene.
traveled before, you have to watch the entire cutscene. So there's only going to be like one time in the game we can skip a fast travel cutscene.
It's like one or two. It's really dumb.
There's like one time you can skip a fast travel cutscene, and that's gonna be like
At
much
the
later.
end of the run.
No, I'm thinking of when you go to Timber after the
Yeah, that's
bridge
like
is
pretty much like
broken
the
in
end of the
second.
run. It's like 30 minutes before the end of the run. So once you get into Cove Town, Pansage, Panpour, and Pansear will be like, "Yo, thanks," and they'll just be our friends and then give us money. I actually don't know if they give us money, but they're our friends now. So right now, Daywat and Blitzel have shown up, and we need to talk to both of them. Talk to Daywat as Oshawott, and then we're gonna improve our dash combo. But we have to defeat Daywat first, and this really sucks because it's water on water, so you don't do like any damage. Also, Laurie's internet just like completely died.
Yeah, I'm trying. Alright, my capture card feed just showed back up on OBS, and it says
Oh,
I'm
shit.
streaming again. So, I don't know what you are doing right now.
I'm fighting Daywat.
Oh, yeah, I'm chasing Blitzel. I'm about to start the chase.
So with Daywat, you literally have to buffer it. Like, if you get too close, he'll use, like, a super up-close Razor Shell, and you'll just get owned. Also, sick Blitzel RNG, by the way.
Thanks.
On my screen.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna get it, because I'm gonna upgrade the dash combo.
Wait, no, I don't want to upgrade my dash, my speed right now. Did you already get Blitzel before Duat?
No, I got Duat first, and I'm gonna get Blitzel.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter which one you do first. It's just whoever's closest to you.
Yeah, I got Blitzel first.
So you saw there, I tend to jump away whenever I have Oshawott on the lead, because Oshawott walks way too slow. I do not see Blitzel. Hello, where are you? Okay, you're on the other side of the... No, don't run away. Come back. Okay, sometimes I'll run into Blitzel to make him stop running away, and then he'll still run away. And it's really aggravating when this happens. Oh my god, make it stop. Oh my god! I'm getting juked.
Right, I'm just gonna play it safe.
Okay, well that sucked.
And I didn't even do it right. I'm suffering against Duat right now.
So this is... You have to, like, chase Blitzel, and you have to do a thing called Shake Sprint, where, like, you go, okay, that was dumb. Okay, that was even dumber. Hello? What was that chase? AI works awfully in this game. That's how.
Yeah, I'm
That chase with Blitzel just explained it. You can shake the Wiimote when you're dashing, and that's called a Shake Sprint in this game. You go really fast. But
it makes it run faster, but it makes turning harder.
It makes turning way harder. And you can only do that during a skill game of chase. So once you get those two done, you want to run up to the top where all the gates are, and then talk to Crocodile.
Yeah, I'm just... You can't switch Pokemon here. That's the thing, when you're close enough to AI, or like an NPC, I'm running the wrong way.
Yeah, if you're too close to a Pokemon or a wall or like anything that will take the camera out of the fixed view, it'll be like, no, I'm not gonna let you switch because I'm a bad game.
Yeah.
Because there's no free switching. So, right there, talking to Autono, she'll call you something. Most of the time, it's called Pika Pals.
It's like 100% of the time Pika Pals.
It's not 100%, it's 99%, because there's an action that you can do to make it not Pika Pals.
Well,
there's a nickname function in this game. It serves literally no purpose.
It literally serves no purpose. Sometimes you become the Hydro Rowdies.
That's because we use Oshawott a ton in this game.
Yeah.
So right before you talk to Crocodile, you want to switch back to Oshawott because Crocodile's ground type.
Yeah. We covered this when we fought Crocorock. Crocorock evolves into Crocodile, fun fact.
By the way...
BTW.
Oh, that's right. He does a get-up attack, by the way, so you want to be careful of that.
Yeah.
I played it safe there. Here, I saw him, he was about to attack. So if you're lucky, you can, like, dash through an attack, as you saw at the beginning of my fight. But if you're not, like, in the middle of a dash combo, sometimes you'll just get bodied, and I don't want to restart the fight, so I'll just take, like, the 2-second time loss it takes to wait for him to use his move, and then just hit him again.
Yeah. I got the quick... I think that's a quick kill.
There's a quick kill setup. I did not do it because I forgot how to do it.
Yeah, you do the dash combo and then you hit him with the Razor Shell before the invincibility frames set in. And it kills him. And I did that. I got a 196. I don't even think I knew about that until just a second.
I told you that last week.
I was not listening.
You were not listening. Anyways, defeating Crocodile opens up the Arbor area, which is the next zone in the game.
And just to clarify, we won't have to fight now. We won't have to fight him every time we want to open a new area. When we have to open up the next two gates later, he'll open them up for us for friends.
And by the way, on those yes/no menus, there's a ton of lag. So you can be mashing left for like 2 seconds, and then you'll just hit 2 out of like instinct, and you'll still be on no. It's really bad.
Look at that. Look at how long it took me to go to yes. It's garbage. Alright, so coming up is the Arbor area, which is probably my favorite
Arguably,
in the run.
probably like the least annoying other than one Pokemon.
And it's for one reason. So, obviously I've mentioned we're gonna be playing as all 3 Unova starters.
Oh, wow, okay. What the? Okay, I got a really unlucky thing to happen to me.
What happened?
This is like so unlucky, you can't even believe it. So there's a Mankey in this
God.
in this zone, and if he's pissed off, he'll be running around, and if he just notices you, he'll engage a fight with you.
Coming at me!
So Magikarp says, pick me up and toss me into the river. You actually don't have to pick him up. You can just you can just hit him into the river with a dash,
Bonk.
which saves like a second or two if you do it right.
Yeah. Children, I'm grateful. So, the thing I like about this zone is... Okay, I'm gonna be... as I mentioned, we're playing as the Unova starters. And guess which starter you'd get in a grass area?
Yes, you can quit out of battles with angry Pokemon.
Yes. Oh, did he try to initiate a battle with you?
Yeah, he was like, "Why'd you get in my way, dick? This is what happens when you get in my way. I'm gonna beat you up."
I saw him charging at me, and I ran.
Yeah, I literally spawned in, he walked into me. Like, I had no choice. And that happens sometimes. Like, Pokemon will dynamically spawn. It's just like every time you reload the area, they will spawn in a new place.
Yeah, so Snivy, is going to become playable in this segment, is what I've been hinting at. And Snivy is good, because Snivy has the fastest movement speed.
I forgot. You're supposed to go talk to Whimsicott before going to talk to Bisharp, by the way.
Fire alarm, okay. I need to be right back.
Okay, well, apparently Laurie's house is on fire, so rip Laurie. Oh yeah, Princess. Princess Snipe, you're a girl? How rude. Do I look like a boy? I think Laurie's still playing. They just muted their mic. Please, Piner. I would have won without doing that anyways.
Alright, I am so sorry.
Oh, no, okay. Apparently Laurie did, like, leave and then come back.
The fire alarm went off. There was a lot of smoke.
Is your house actually on fire?
No, it's not actually on fire.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I just got, like, a minute worth of time lead, so shoutouts to that.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know what you're doing now.
I'm talking to Superior.
I'm talking to Bisharp right now.
That's like a minute.
Alright, well that sucks, because we were actually fairly close, I think.
Yeah, we weren't too far away from each other.
No, I want to go to Verdant Court. That's what I'm talking about, what you were talking about with the lag.
Yeah, every time you fail a yes-no option like that, you lose 2 seconds.
What do I do now?
So, in this area, there's a chests in like every area of the game where you can just get a ton of berries. This one's out in the middle of the lake, so we have to switch to Oshawott, get the chest, get back on land, switch to Pikachu.
Yeah. And you do that before you get sniped.
Yes.
Did I just get like 3 frame perfect jumps?
Rip. You can make that jump. That's really hard, though. Coming up is
Alright,
one of
I'm
the
coming.
worst chases in the game. It's like the 3rd worst chase, in my opinion.
3rd worst. What are the 2 worst?
The first one's definitely Whimsicott, and the other one is, definitely the one that's not Whimsicott, but it's the pre-evolution. Cottony.
I was gonna say Breloom's not very nice.
Breloom's pretty easy, though, because he stops.
He does stop. Breloom's a bit unique.
And then you're using Snivy anyways, so... So Snivy runs really fast, and, like, you can almost, like, not catch up, even with the Shake Sprint. And Snivy has, like, way too good of a maneuverability.
Yeah.
So there's a strat here that allows us to win relatively easy. Hopefully I don't mess it up, though.
Are you about to talk to Snivy?
I'm in the chase right now. Okay, I did it. I did it really slow, but that's how you do it. You can get, like, a 57, like a mid-57 if you're not slow.
I can't believe Deathline set Laurie's house on fire to win the race.
Yeah, that happens.
If anything, here's the thing. If anything, I need to light your house on fire so I could win.
I don't think I would stop to put it out. That's a pride. That's a pride thing at that point. So we gotta enter the stump now. As mentioned earlier, it's faster to switch inside of 2D platformer sections than it is outside.
Yeah, it's another 2D section.
So gimmicks, there are these like little platforms that move up and down. You have to hit those with Snivy's shaking Wiimote move, which is the Leaf Tornado. And the Snivy can jump really high, by the way.
Snivy has a little special double jump thingy. Snivy's really the movement option, which is why...
Yeah, Snivy, she moves the fastest out of any Pokemon, so we use her for, like, all the movement.
Alright, I had a little bit of struggles with the Snivy chase, but it could have gone much worse. I don't think this is gonna be PB with a minute lost to fire alarm. Geez, I can feel kind of smoke.
Alright, I made the cycle pretty easily.
So I just accidentally did a bad and didn't change. And changed literally right outside the stump. What's wrong with me?
Do you want me to answer that question?
No.
So yeah, obnoxious load times. It's just the par for course. So once we're done with that, we get the invitation, and then we need to go fix the poster. So we're gonna run all the way down, and you can see Snivy runs pretty freaking fast.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that we're gonna upgrade Snivy's speed. That's why we befriended Blitzel.
So on the way back, we're gonna friend Seismitoad, by the way.
Each Pokemon has its
Oh my
stage
god.
1, or in Pikachu's stage.
Oh my god, nice. Yes, no buffering. I hate my life. Okay.
So, like, for example, we saw Duat. There's gonna be Raichu, which you might have seen, and then there's eventually gonna be Servine and Emboar. And then
Not
those are gonna
Emboar.
upgrade
It's Pignite.
Ignite. You know what I meant?
Since Seismitoad is a water ground type and Snivy's grass, it's a quad weakness, so one dash combo will win.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I'm the worst. Oh my god, I'm the best!
But yeah, so for all the Pokemon, so for Pikachu and the pals, it's literally just the next evolution in the line. So Pikachu gets Raichu, since Pikachu's already a second, or is a middle tier evolution.
Yeah.
But all the other ones get like their first evolution. I'm realizing now that I wonder if it's fast. I don't think it might be faster to to Drifblim stop over there.
I think my notes might say no. I don't know.
I don't think it's faster actually, because you have to watch the cutscene anyways. So,
The cutscene.
before we put on the poster, you want to switch to Oshawott.
Did you already befriend everybody else?
Nope. By the way, you have to friend some other Pokemon before doing this, but that's not important. I mean, you can do this. You can do this now. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's just it's like a tiny bit slower, because I have to re-switch out to Snivy, but it's not a big deal. I just get this done fight first.
Do you do that in that order? Do you usually do that?
No, I just forgot the route because I'm not looking at the pace bin.
Okay. Yeah.
So Bishop and Ponyard will try to stop you from kidnapping the princess.
Yeah, no, my notes say use Drifblim, but I don't think that's faster.
So Bishop is kind of weird. You just want to kind of get up on his face and just do a bunch of dash combos, and he'll just jump back out of the way, and then either try and swipe at you with a certain move, or he'll do double edge or something nonsensical like that. The Ponyard will tend to get in your way a lot.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying.
There is a strat to just knock them out of the way first, but it's whatever. Yeah, and Snivy is like, do you think I'd let myself get kidnapped by these goofballs? And you're like, oops, might be.
Please catch her. Pokemon are still gendered in this game. Cottony, I don't like you. Cottony, I really don't like you. What the? Come on, game.
So, there are two Pokemon I need to friend before doing this, technically. It's Cottony and Whimsicott, which are the worst chases in the game, next to Snivy.
And when you befriend Cottony, you also befriend Snorlax at the same time.
Yeah.
Today I learned. No, I knew that.
It's just really annoying because okay, Whimsicott's actually over here for whatever reason. I'm gonna talk to them now.
Yeah. I never got
So Whimsicott goes 80 miles an hour, and you go 5, and it's really annoying. And they'll do these stupid little spore things to get in the way. So there's 2 roundabouts, and if you can kind of make them. Oh, I missed! Rip.
Ah, dude. I had a little bit.
Oh no! Okay, I still called out. That was a little bit of a choke, but there's 2 sections. Basically, Whimsicott will do a figure 8 around the windmill, and you want to try and catch Whimsicott when they're going around the loop, and you just go around the other side of the loop. But sometimes around this tree, you won't get that because it's just too big of an area.
Yeah.
And then using the Shake Sprint, you have to use Shake Sprint, but it's just really hard to do that.
Yeah, because Whimsicott does Where is Whimsicott? Oh, okay.
So yeah, you almost always get hit by that Cottony first Spore, but after that, it's just whatever.
Oh.
It's not Spore, but I'm just calling it Spore because I can. I don't know what move it is.
I don't know. I got really lucky. Cottony Whimsicott immediately went to where Snorlax is. But I bonked on the tree and then on Snorlax! Oh, this is bad.
Alright, now that I'm done with that.
I'm still on the Whimsicott chase. Here we go. Alright.
I can enter the poster. So the reason why you do that before is because you're gonna enter the poster as Oshawott, because there's a fight right after you enter the poster, and this just saves on switching.
Yeah. All right, so there's the poster, and I can't switch because Whimsicott's there. So I still have to fight. Voice crack.
Nice voice crack.
So I still have to fight Bishop.
Oh, there's also one more thing I need to be doing. I have to remember to do that. You're supposed to get the chest on the other side of the river.
I already did that, yeah.
I forgot to do that, so I guess my dance sound bell is technically wrong now, but whatever.
It's whatever.
I'll just won't split.
I'm not using split still. Also, hey, we hit the hour mark a little bit ago.
Only an hour and 50 minutes more of this great
That's
game.
whatever.
Okay, I need to shake harder. I'm not gonna get this in time.
I'm not having little amounts of fun. I'm actually having a decent amount of fun today. Compared to Sunday. Alright, so Bishop. What do I do? What do you think I do?
Don't get owned. Literally, there are like zero strats for like a bunch of the fights, so this game has a lot of untapped potential with the fight mechanic.
But nobody wants to.
But nobody wants to because it sucks. And there's no easy way to get to end game and practice end game stuff. And like once you beat a Pokemon, like it can completely change. It completely changes. So like you can't like re-practice the same strats again.
We need practice codes.
For a Wii game.
For a shitty game that nobody likes to run. You guys are strong. Okay, so here's something that really annoys me. Every single zone, you have several Pokemon who don't friend you until right after using them as a friend would be useful. He also never shuts up.
Also, hard loading fights.
Nice. I'm just about to shake the Wii remote.
Oh, you're supposed to dodge that, by the way. I did not.
You're supposed to.
Oh, you're supposed to dodge that, by the way. I did not.
How does saving work in this game? You can literally open up the pause menu and save the game whenever you want. We're never going to open the pause menu. Except for that one time 2 minutes in where we're required to open the pause menu.
Okay, well, that fight was really bad. Basically what you're supposed to do is run up and then dodge the first, like, dark beam Zoroark shoots out, and then do a dash combo, and then just repeat one more time. But I completely forgot you're supposed to dodge, and then I got bodied by, like, the gravity pulse thing that he throws downward, because you got too close.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just now entering the portal. This race would be so much closer.
I don't know, it's pretty close, because I still have to go get this stupid chest.
Yeah, I know, but I'm literally in the cutscene opening the portal right now. Dang, fire alarm. It's okay, we have windows open now. Dude, I'm still laughing about the fire alarm. I've never had that happen before. I've never gotten fire alarms during a speedrun.
Good meme. Also, this is objectively one of the worst attractions in the game.
It's the best attraction in the game.
It is objectively the worst.
It is the best attraction in the game. I was gonna make a donation instead of turning on my webcam and dancing, but you denied it.
No webcams, please.
It makes me so sad that you don't appreciate good things. Alright, so. This fight. You're supposed to dodge the dark beam. I didn't do it. That's boring. Who does that? Not me! I'll speedrun this game one day, but for now I just let's play it. I'm gonna die.
I don't think it literally matters like what Pokemon you pick for these attractions, but I just usually use Snivy with all of them after we get Snivy.
I usually just mash, which makes me choose Pikachu.
I don't know if it really matters. I don't know why, but Corporal insists that you use Snivy. So this is basically Pokemon DDR, but it's like, or not DDR.
Just Dance.
Just Dance. It's really bad, and like the syncing with like the moves is just really dumb.
I'm waiting because it's like past the usual time. I'm just waiting for a ton of frame drops for the next hour and a half of my run. Yeah, I can hear all these sounds.
Yeah, you can hear these probably coming through my mic. It's really obnoxious.
It's making me cry because I'm mashing through a cutscene instead of being at the attraction.
But you literally do not have to do the motions. Like, as long as you just shake the Wiimote like really hard, it'll just register it as it.
That's true. These minigames are really built for the multiplayer. So if a character had an advantage, it would be terrible. For the sake of my friend in chat, though, we're gonna see Pikachu dancing. Oh my god. What are you?
Damn, getting called out in chat, Laurie.
Okay, no, but there's a specific reason. There's a specific person that's making me choose Pikachu. I don't care about you.
Damn! Savage!
I only care about the one person I'm talking about.
Yeah, so we switched to Oshawott because Chandelure is Ghost Fire, but this entire Chandelure fight is bullshit, so whatever. I'll kind of explain as I go, but you need to break Chandelure's stuff, and it's just all bad. So for the stage lights, you can kind of like sit in the middle, and they'll all come towards you, and then you can just jump out of the way, and then like do a swing and a miss. There we go. You can do a swing, and then like you can kind of get almost all.
Why I'm getting the timing wrong on the minigame, I'm actually trying to dance right now. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna fail the minigame if I keep this up.
Nice. So this disco ball thing, it's really annoying. It just like instantly knocks you like out and just like runs you over and stuff. It's really obnoxious. And there's like no strat like around this. Like letting it chase you is like also slower, so.
Yeah, just...
You just like kind of have to like let it hit you.
Alright, I just finished dancing for now.
Yeah, you're supposed to dodge that move. I didn't dodge it though, because bad buffering.
Alright, so I'm coming up on Chandelure here.
Damn it, I didn't time that dash combo right.
Nah. I think you're gonna stroll up and ring that bell.
Eventually, like when he gets like really low health, he'll just summon Lamp and Litwick, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But I
doesn't
did
matter.
really bad at the fight, so.
Yeah. This game is very cinematic for ugly ass. game.
So yeah, this is Gothitelle.
Oh, that was nice. Just gonna do that. And I messed it up, great. Gosh, dang it, just hit it. Oh,
This tech smashing is like 2 minutes long after you beat Chandelure. Straight up.
God. And then there's like more 2 minutes after. Because of the cutscene with Piplup. It's terrible. So one more dash combo and I should be done with the disco ball. Yep. So now I'm on to the second part, and I believe you're just still mashing before you ring the bell.
Yep. Considering this segment almost golded, and I didn't get the chest, I'm not gonna split. I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, it would have golded it if I split there, so what? I'm actually, like, losing an additional 20-something seconds.
I got a really good fight against Chandelure. Like, the second phase, my first phase was really bad, but my second phase was pretty good.
Oh yeah, so furthering the point that it's Piplup's fault that Perk 2 is like why it is coming up right here. And it's literally because of one of the 7 deadly sins. Envy.
Yeah.
Just so Piplup's so jealous that we got new friends to help save his stupid ass.
God, I love this cutscene. It's such a good cutscene. Coming up is the crag area, actually, and that's one thing I gotta say. Crag area has the best cinematics. Like, the cutscenes in crag area are my favorite. Between the cannon and then the one before and after Wish Park portal. Especially the one before you enter the Wish Park portal. That's a good cutscene. The rest of Power Zone, or the rest of crag area is kind of crappy, though.
So since we saw Reshiram last time, we get to see Zekrom this time.
Yeah. And we're not gonna see Kyurem the third time. It's Veneering. Is it actually canonically Piplup stays in PokéPark because he's just jealous? Is that actually the reason?
Yes.
Does it say that, or is it just context, please?
That's just context.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't explicitly state that, but that's just literally context.
I guess.
It's literally his fault. Oh my god, literally, there's like 5 minutes of tech smashing in this zone. Like I said at the beginning of this run, this is insanely story-driven.
I don't think Kyurem's in this game at all. In the post-game stuff, you do see, like, the three, like, flying guys. Landorus, Thundurus, Tornadus. They're all in post-game, but, like, you're never gonna see Kyurem. Kyurem was in Black and White 1, but never had any really plot significant stuff like he did in Black and White 2. Where did I go?
Yeah, Park 2 came out before Black White 2.
Yeah, so Kyurem didn't have any plot relevance in the main game, so he doesn't have any here.
So you're supposed to get that chest that I just got like before you do the entire Wish Zone area right there, but whatever.
Why does every single person in the Odyssey Discord want to ping me right now?
This run is any percent, so we're just beating the game. Okay, from here we need to, once we come back to Covetown, we need to talk to Blitzel. And then improve Pikachu and Snivy.
Unfortunately, this is not really that popular of a game. PokéPark Wii in general was not the most popular of games, and I'm surprised it even has a sequel. But, like, I don't think this is the type of game they would port onto the Switch.
So yeah, once you upgrade Snivy's dash, it's pretty much just like City Escape just playing in the background in your head.
I never thought about that, but that's actually pretty true.
And it's like even more so when you upgrade Snivy's dash fully, because Snivy, she just runs so freaking fast.
Yeah, I believe though we only upgrade Snivy's speed once in the entire route. Yeah, and that's right here.
And I've been looking into possibly doing it twice to see how well that would work, but we may have to friend an extra Pokemon for that to work.
Piner says City Escape is a bad song because Piner is a bad mod.
Piner's just a memer.
Yeah, that's true. I am too, though. I love you, Piner. I know you already have a girlfriend, but I love you.
So you can like totally run past Victini here.
Oh my god!
And then they'll like send you back. I don't know why they just didn't like make a loading zone on top of Victini, so you have to talk to him, but whatever.
I probably sound quiet on stream because I was talking really quiet right there. Did you remember to get the chest with the berries?
Yes, I did.
Good.
So that answer is kindness, and it's always in the middle slot.
Yeah. We didn't talk about this because it's not very relevant in this game. The skill games that you can do to befriend Pokemon are the chases and battles. Some Pokemon give you quizzes to befriend them. Quizzes, we're only going to take one quiz in this run, and it's going to be in the tech area, which is the final area. And the quiz, like, where they are, like, I'm going to compare this to a popular speed game, Odyssey. In Mario Odyssey, like, when you take a quiz with a Sphinx, the selection for with the correct answer is always in the same spot, so you can kind of just memorize where each correct answer is on the dialogue selection. The same is true when you have to select an answer on this game. It's always going to be in the same spot.
Okay, well, why wasn't this not brought up when I was getting set up, LMAO?
It was brought up when I was setting up, and we fixed my audio a little bit. But
Okay,
I guess
well,
I'm
someone
just
could have,
quiet
someone,
in general.
aka Piner, could have helped, but whatever.
Alright, so, coming up. I don't know what you're doing right now.
I'm about to shoot Tepig out of the cannon.
Tapping.
Yes, you can. I literally was doing it last night, but that's beyond the point.
I'm not a restreamer. Because I don't have reliable enough internet or technical knowledge to be a restreamer.
I mean, I tried to raise the volume a little bit, so hopefully it's a little bit better, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, you can if you just mute desktop audio. You won't be able to play music on a stream, but that's beyond the point. If shit needs to get set up, you do set up first, and then intermission music.
Alright, so I got a really nice fast shoot on kill there. I got a 197, because it's free.
Yeah, and I
If
want
you
to be
want-
not behind schedule, but can't always get what we want, so unfortunately.
I'm sorry if okay, here's the thing. If I go above estimate by like a minute or less, blame the fire alarm. But I shouldn't go over 3 hours. Especially with a run like this, which hasn't been too bad.
Honestly, I'm just memeing, but me being an organizer, I'm just talking shit because I can.
Yeah, you talk shit a lot.
Only because no one cares to listen to me the first time around.
I don't listen to you.
No, you don't. I've already
Do you
learned
have
this.
Tepig yet?
Yes, I'm about to split right now.
Okay. Well,
Any
I'm
second
just gonna
now,
say-
if they... Oshawott wants to shut the fuck up. Oh my god, there's so
I'm
many
gonna-
text boxes!
I'm just gonna say this now. If we mentioned Oshawott moves slow. If Oshawott moves slow, Tepig's movement speed actually makes me cry. It's so bad.
That was like a 40-second time loss. I went the wrong way.
Charizard, Oshawott is mainly our combat person. But speed-wise, they run pretty slow. That's why we play as Snivy a lot. And Tepig's not gonna change that. Tepig is the slowest moving character, I'm pretty sure.
That is true.
It's not that Oshawott is fast, it's just that Tepig is.
Insanely slow.
Like, we want to play as... We never... I think we get Tepig and then only use him for story-required events. I don't even think we do a single battle with Tepig.
Nope.
Alright, so I just beat Tepig.
Okay, I'm about to go check the cannon to get the cave thing.
To go to the cave, get the bravery beer, yeah.
Okay.
So, at this point in the story, Tepig mentions the battle tournament. The battle tournament is important. We want to enter it. And so, we have to do a test of strength and courage by breaking a rock and doing a giant platforming 2D section by shooting ourselves out of a cannon and going into a cave. I just clicked no on friending Tepig because I'm good at video games.
LMAO.
Oh, okay. If you say no to becoming Tepig's pal, and then talk to him again, it's not a yes or no option. It's literally just forces you. Today I learned.
Still slower though.
It's still slower, but it's funny. you're gonna see me move as Tepig for like 2 seconds here, and I hate it. Also, when you have 4 pals, your pal selector menu is actually a full circle, which is cool, I guess. Except it's not actually cool, because most of your switching at this point is between Pikachu and Snivy, which means you have to do 2 inputs.
Yep. Also, by the way, it's slightly faster to go through Oshawott than it is Tepig. It's like frames, but again, very, very slightly faster.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Alright, so Tepig is the worst character?
Tepig
in
walks
any
slower in
video
the
game.
animation.
Of course. So Tepig is the worst character in any video game. We hate Tepig.
Except Tepig is a god in Black-White.
I always choose Oshawott when I play Black-White.
Speedruns, you pick Tepig until you
I
get
don't
extra drill.
speedrun.
Excadrill.
I don't speedrun. I'm not a speedrunner of any game.
Yes, I know. Oh, by the way, make sure you talk to Embor before trying to move on, because you literally have to show him that you got the Bravery Beard, which is
I know.
silly.
It's in my notes. Motherfucker. It says in my notes, like...
I promise my commentary will be insanely less salty when I'm playing Park 1.
Yeah, this game's just kind of not the greatest. My other 2 games, my commentary will probably be more focused on the game. Or not more focused on the game.
Okay, that was a
but, like,
weird
more
start to
focused
the-
in general because those games take a lot more focus. This game doesn't take too much focus. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up for like 12 minutes, aren't I? I don't know why I came up with the number 12.
Embor looks like an Endeavor ripoff, if you ask me. Please! Embor came first. Endeavor's the ripoff.
Endeavor.
Anime. Weebs.
Oh. Pokemon's an anime. I'm a moron. Alright, I'm got the Bravery Beard now. I don't know where you are.
Talking to Victini.
Oh, fuck.
I'm on 247 pace, apparently.
Wow. That means I'm on like 249, probably. I don't know. Fire alarm? If I miss PB by less than a minute, I am 100% blaming the fire alarm.
Fire alarm percent. Get out of the way, Beartic. Get out of the way, Beartic. Okay, really in there.
Beartic got in your way. I suddenly have the iCarly theme song stuck in my head.
The iCarly theme song. Jeez.
I'm a legend.
So this Rhyperior and Geodude will block you from moving on because they just want to steal the Braviary beard, whatever words.
Bravery?
And instead of a traditional fight, this is like a sumo match where it's a ring out, and you have to push them out of the ring. And while you could just attack Rhyperior, if you actually hit the Geodude into Rhyperior, they for whatever reason explode, and that pushes Rhyperior farther away.
I learned that on Sunday. You know what I don't
I want to
understand?
try a strat here, though. Okay, that strat did not work.
In the cutscene, when you open the gate and go to the Coliseum area for the first time, the gate is just some... the inside of the gate is just some blackness that they decided not to render.
What was that? Rhyperior, hello. Someone clip that for me.
Oh no, what happened?
when I knocked Rhyperior off, he like went this really weird 3D model. It was like planking, but with his mouth open and his eyes closed.
Did you see that clip of the guy who was playing Mario Party 4, and then suddenly Mario just kind of T-posed?
I heard about that. I didn't see it though.
It was really weird. So the greatest part of this entire marathon was the fire alarm, right?
Yep.
That's why we... I'm not over the fire alarm. I'm still incredibly salty about that. What the fuck? There's a bat! What the... I just got really freaked out because there's a swoo bat on the roof of the cave before the Coliseum.
So this is one of the few times we don't use Oshawott for a fight. We're actually going to use Pikachu.
Yeah, you're using Pikachu for a battle here because it's a dragon type.
And Oshawott's bad and doesn't have the Iron Tail reach. Oh, I switched the wrong way. You're not supposed to switch through Tepig. Whatever.
The frames! I'm gonna win because of the frames. Alright. I'm going for Rhyperior now. Wish me luck. There's so much cutscene. There's so much cinematic. Just let me play the game.
So the strat for this fight is really jank. You need to like get up really close and do a dash combo in midair. It's really hard to explain and do properly.
Okay, if I could tackle... I need to do this combo. I need more Geodude. I messed up. There we go. Because I was not doing the right thing to hit right here. Alright, this is good. This is a good angle, I think. There we go.
There we go. Okay, how I just did that Hydreigon fight, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. That was pretty optimal for what we know now.
Nice. Good job. Alright, I literally just need you to get knocked back one more time.
Okay, incoming is like the best cutscene in this entire game.
Yes! You're about to watch that cutscene.
Bodied!
Bodied! Did you see the drop kick or the tail smack?
The drop kick. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
Tepig's all like, oh no, I feel sad because my role model got owned. Let me try and beat them or something. Or chase them. Bodied! Get tail slapped, fool.
It's a good cutscene. And you get to watch it again when I get to it.
Before we open this portal, we're actually gonna go get one single friend, and that's Breloom. Breloom.
What would you do if I tried to open the portal without Breloom?
I don't know.
It's literally impossible.
Well, I mean, you need the berries, so...
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about
So Breloom's a chase, but Breloom runs pretty fast, so he'll like stop and like try to use Bullet Seed on you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... I mentioned earlier, I'll get to Breloom when we get to Breloom. Breloom kind of like does this thing where he...
Hello? I hate D-pads. Okay, D-pads are really bad and it doesn't let you angle properly, so sometimes you'll just run right past a Pokemon.
He's, quote, trying to train for the battle tournament while playing chase. So, he'll, like, chase you, he'll, like, run, and then I press no. And then he'll, like, do the... He'll do, like, Bullet Seeds, and that's really why the chase is possible. Alright, so I'm about to fight Hydreigon. I got body. I love that sound. I literally just need to smack you.
God, Wiimote shaking noises are really annoying. I apologize. I should probably mute myself when I do that.
Has anyone tried tassing this game?
No, because you literally can't task Wii games.
That's your answer. Alright, so after the battle against Hydreigon, Scraggy just kind of exposes Hydreigon.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You literally can't task Wii games well.
Mega Man 10 is weird. Also, I just saw the body cutscene. Dude, the optimal time save, I just went through Oshawott to get the Snivy. I'm so fast.
It's like 2 frames, I think. It's not a lot.
Dude, so fast! This game is 60, right? It's a Wii game, so I
yeah.
hope. That's how you braille learn.
So, you now have to fight Haxorus, and you have to like go through like this long trial before you can even reach Haxorus. This is like probably one of the more fun parts of Park too. There's like just this section.
Where's the portal? Where's the portal? There it is. It's 7:12 and I'm still not having frame drop. That's one thing. I've noticed recently my internet's been getting a little... For you, it's closer to an hour 10 because you're better than me. The way Bastiodon walks on the way to the portal kills me.
So once you get to Haxorus, you're actually gonna give up and then switch to Pikachu, because Snivy's a really bad fighter. Because Grass is not that great, ever.
Honestly, Piner, if you need to, switch to my audio.
No, that's just my capture card. It does that, I have to reset it. I don't know why, but my Aver Media has this problem.
Yeah.
Oh no, he did the fucking head drop. That's not what the move he was supposed to do is.
So I'm about to enter the power zone, which I don't know if you talked about. I don't know if you mentioned this. You didn't. So this boss that we're fighting, this Haxorus fight before the power zone, is basically
yeah, because I reset it.
Is going to serve as our boss. So Gothitelle is kind of like the zone leader for the Power Bash minigame. And as mentioned by Gothorita, or I don't remember if it was Gothorita or Zoroark.
No, I literally just have to like turn the capture card off in OBS and then just like return the checkbox up. I don't know why it does that.
So Gothitelle doesn't like doing her own fighting. So this Haxorus fight kind of serves as our Power Zone fight, and then once we finish the Power Bash minigame that I believe you're about to start if you haven't.
Yeah, I'm watching Haxorus and Hydreigon.
You're watching them get bodied?
They're about to get bodied.
Yeah.
Also,
so once you finish that
I'm sorry.
minigame, you don't have a boss fight, you can just go straight to the Wish Bell. Yeah, capture cards are weird.
Oh yeah, by the way, the main antagonist of the game is Darkrai.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the
Also,
master.
this is the genocide run. Rip Hydreigon.
What?
This is the genocide run. Rip Hydreigon. F. Press F in chat, please. It's the only meme I'll ever approve.
Honestly, the Sigilyph fight is harder than the Sans fight.
Also, there, right there, that was the other yes/no menu where you just mashed no, but I wasn't paying attention. I thought this was a different one, so
Yeah.
I actually menued to yes.
It doesn't matter though.
But then I menued back to no, so whatever.
Doesn't it matter if you click yes?
I don't know what they'll say. I think they'll say like your resolve is fake or some bullshit like that. Also,
No.
you're supposed to switch to Snivy there. I forgot.
I thought you were talking to me for a second.
No, when you done with Hydreigon and Haxorus, you're just Pikachu, so you need to switch back to Snivy.
Yeah, I'm about to start the actual fight against Haxorus where you give up. That was something. Excuse that. For now, I guess we'll see how Haxorus goes.
Oh, that was wrong.
Oh. I didn't do that right. I'm messing up Haxorus, because I'm bad.
God, it's so hot in my room.
Alright, there we go.
Damn it.
There we go.
I was expecting a bomb there.
Alright, so this is a feature because I've messed up this fight enough sometimes in this game, and that was completely useless because, good. If you are having trouble in a fight, you can have the A button summon a friend, and it'll jump in the battle and do some damage. Rhyperior is an idiot and was not close enough for his shockwave attack to hit Hydreigon. So that was just kind of a waste of time that I ended up having trying to play it safe and not die against Haxorus.
Damn it, you're not supposed to hit A button. Whatever. That was just slightly slow, I guess.
Were you talking to me again?
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
Talking to myself about the video game that I'm playing because it's bad. Power Bash is like probably the best minigame out of like any of
It's
them.
also like the easiest. So if you missed Hydreigon and Haxorus getting bodied, he dead, yo.
I got a gold power zone, even though that power zone was like really sloppy. Good meme.
Nice. It was the treasure chest. I think you skipped the treasure. No.
No, that was last segment.
I know.
No, I just had like a really solid power zone for once, but I had some slop. Like I could still save like a 15 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I'm just being a meme when it comes to the treasure chest now.
Also, so yeah, it's like Gothitelle is like, yeah, we'll get back to Victini, and then one hard load later.
Basically,
waiting.
I'm gonna spoil it during the loading zone.
Waiting.
Is that okay?
Waiting. Hold on. They're almost on screen anyways. So yeah, they get back Victini, and it's like, thanks for saving me. And the Gothitell's like, haha, fuck you bitches. I got myself Piplup.
Yeah, she's like, if you're gonna have Victini, we're gonna have Piplup. And so now Piplup is causing more problems.
Literally all Piplup's fault.
Yeah. So the target score here is 10,000. You have 60 seconds to get that. I just iron-tailed a bomb. Yeah, I got 10,000 within less than half the time I was given. You're seeing the Pikachu waves though. Such a dumb game.
So yeah, that's the Dark Vortex, which is like
Oh my
some
God,
Paper
you're
Mario
there?
effect in the sky.
Yeah, it's basically the vortex from, I forget what it's called in Super Paper Mario. I feel like it's like the dark. I don't know if it's the prognostic.
The Dark
The
Void, I think.
Prognosticus is the book. Probably. Someone can tell me. The thing about Piplup that's useful is Piplup is not only against Wish Park, but important to Pikachu. So... It's just the one. Okay.
So yeah, we're actually gonna open the gate here now, and we'll come back later for reasons you'll see.
What are you talking about?
The freaking gate in the Coliseum that you open.
Oh, the Coliseum gate! I thought you were talking about the Tech Zone gate. I was like, what? Or the Tech Area gate. I was like, what are you doing?
Not that fast.
Okay, I'm just kind of in the zone right now. I'm on a pretty good run, I think. I'm not sure. I can't tell, because not only I'm not using splits, but you know why I'm salty. Fucking... Alright.
So after Power Zone, you go ahead and get the second dash combo for Piplup now. So we gotta find Daywat, who's over here actually. This is pretty good RNG.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pikachu. That's my sad Pikachu impression. Alright, so now I'm on my way out of Wish Park, out of the Power Zone.
So once we've done that, we can just go ahead and run up towards Crocodile, and he'll open the gate through the tech area, which is like the last major zone in the game, as far as PokéPark goes.
Yeah, it's the last major PokéPark area, and surprise, surprise, it's gonna have the last major Wish Park zone. Well, technically, if you want to count Wish Palace as a major zone, but not really.
Nah.
It's just an endgame boss arena. And cutscene. It's a lot of cut. The dark... Yeah, you know, I needed a news source to spot that giant fucking black hole in the sky. Thanks, Victini. You're so helpful. We should have saved you and not... It was a good idea to save you and not have Piplup with us.
So for whatever reason, they like actually had to like fully animate these cutscenes of you using like these little elevator lifts. I don't know why. It's really silly, but that's where the budget went in this game. So at the end, there's a girder. You actually want to switch to Oshawott before talking to girder, since there's going to be a fight here.
Against the girder. like the tech zone. It's pretty okay. I like the train. And then I really do like... I feel like this game actually had a little bit of potential.
I messed up the dash combo, and once you mess up the dash combo, he does this really big swing attack, and it's super freaking laggy. So
I feel like
that's
this
why you
game
wanna not mess that up.
had some potential when it came to platforming in terms of the 3D movement in this game. And really the best use we get of that, and it's not even that good, is going to be the Unaware House, which is in the tech area, so...
So once you beat Girder, you can actually go and talk to Conkeldurr, who's the leader of the zone, but before you do that, there's a little train card over here to his right, our left, and you want to hit that with Pikachu's Thunderbolt.
Yeah, that'll move a train. That'll be important later when we actually go to that part of the zone.
And then once again, switch to Oshawott before talking to Girder or Conkeldurr.
Because fight. Alright. So... I do really like some.
There is no Wii U VC for this.
Yeah, there's no Wii U VC in this game. I don't know when it comes to Wii games if playing a Wii disc on a Wii U saves time. I don't know. But...
This was not on VC. The only thing it was released on was Wii Disc, which you can then play through your Wii U.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
PokéPark 1, however, was released on Wii U VC.
And
that being said, there's literally zero difference between... There's only one difference between Wii Disc and Wii U VC for PokéPark Wii, and...
That's loads?
No, it's not even loads. It literally loads the same. It's the yes/no menus. On Wii U VC, they're lagless.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have Park 1. Deathline bought Park 1 for me, and I'm gonna learn it.
Someday TM.
What?
I said someday TM.
Yeah, someday. I'm a terrible friend.
Laurie learned like the first 10 minutes and was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop now.
No, I've not even finished the game casually.
That was really, really obnoxious and loud. I did not mute my mic that time when drinking my drink, so oops.
No. I never mute my mic when drinking. Yeah. This game doesn't have any sort of faster way to play it, other than playing the game. I burped.
Oh, I was supposed to talk to Timber.
You didn't talk to Timber?
I did not talk to Timber. I went straight to Samurott.
Timber.
That was wrong. You're supposed to talk to Timber first. That's a silly 15, 20 second time loss.
Oh, I messed up the girder fight terribly. Alright.
I can only hear it rolling around at the speed of sound, just stuck in my head whenever I'm using Snivy.
I'm having fun. This is a good time.
So, this is like a fetch quest, I guess. It's kind of lame, but you literally have to go all the way out back to Seasong Beach and just get this stuff. And then go back to the tech area.
Fortunately, since we've already traveled to... I believe we've already traveled to Cove Town from Seas. I forgot to switch to Oshawott, and I'm fighting with Conkeldurr now. I'm fighting Conkeldurr with Snivy now.
Rip.
There's usually a fight each time I play this game that I forget to switch to Oshawott for. I think in my PB, it was Bisharp I forgot to switch to Oshawott.
So since
And
we've
then-
already used Drifblim out of Seasong Beach, we can actually
Skip the cutscene.
just mash plus to skip the cutscene.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. The fast travel in this game is terrible in that you can only skip the fast travel cutscene the first time you leave from a certain area. And so the one time that's useful is when we travel back to the train depot from Seasong Beach. Because if you remember, after we finished the Cake Zone, we went from Seasong Beach to Covetown. I mean, if somebody says fun fact and then states an opinion, the sarcasm's out.
Also, they literally make you watch this goddamn train pull in from like all the way back, like into the like loading dock. Like they don't skip any of it. Like you literally have to watch all that, which is so obnoxious.
Yeah, it can get kind of annoying with some of the cutscenes in this game. Like, we mentioned this at the beginning of the run, when they make Piplup run all the way over. Come on, this game likes to be unnecessary with its cinematics, but there are some really pretty cinematics.
So Conqueror tells you to go talk to Girder. He's on the stairs. If you jump like towards the stairs, you can like get the cutscene a little bit early. It saves like a second if you do it right.
It's the greatest. Alright, so I'm about to talk to Samurott, so I'm a bit behind you because
So I'm gonna use the D-pad for this. You have to like kind of like walk over the tops of these trains, and it's like really not good.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Piner, you're confusing me. So do you actually like the City Escape song, or do you not like it?
So this is Voltorb, and this is like one of like the only quiz, I think. The same answers, same location every single time.
Okay. I'm a bit confused by chat right now. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking straight. I mentioned this game doesn't have too much focus, but I'm trying to make sure I'm reading the right
Get
part
out of
of
the
my
way,
notes.
Murkrow. So before we
It's
move
honestly
on to Golurk, we need to like run all the way out into this corner over here and then get this chest, and then we can go back.
Yeah, because that's one thing. Every time you want to upgrade something, if you want to upgrade something to an even higher level, it costs more berries. So, like, the first time you upgrade Oshawot's dash combo, it's like, what, 100?
I think so.
And then you upgrade it from level 1 to 2, and it's 500, and then the last level up is like
It's 1,000.
I think so. I never moved the train.
I just got bodied.
I mean, to be fair, Piner, you do run SA2. So you probably have played it.
I just got
already.
bodied.
Like, my favorite stage scene in SA2 is probably Pyramid Cave. Or Pumpkin Hill. Pumpkin Hill was great.
If I wasn't being bad, I probably could have golded this, but oh well.
Also, we should point out while I'm in this train cutscene, according to the master Deathline right here, Mawile in that cutscene, Mawile is the worst Pokemon in Park.
Mawile is the worst Pokemon in PokéPark Wii.
Yes. Yeah, Mawile is a required part of the story in that game, right?
Yep.
They have a train track.
Yep.
So you'll be seeing that next run.
Okay, I probably wouldn't have built this. Never mind. It was like 35 seconds.
Jeez. Yeah.
37. I don't know where I lost that much time. I guess in the fights.
Oh my god. I can hear like little snippets of the game audio, like through my headphone, not through the headphones, but like I have headphones on, and I can hear snippets of the game audio, like despite that fact, because it's not quite loud enough for me to hear all of it, and I just hear really loud, like random piano notes in the middle of nowhere, and terrible. Why is this game existent?
So this is the Unaware House. I hate this place because it's like all platforming.
I think the
And you're doing it with
That's fine.
Snivy, who runs really fast, so this sucks.
yeah, I kind of am okay with the platforming element, the 3D platforming element.
It's just hard to
stuff
go
in this game.
fast.
Yeah, that's the main problem. I feel like, yeah, though, but because of that, there's a bit of lost potential there when it comes to the Unaware House. Alright, so
I just got a weird clip there. Okay.
I don't think the LA Noir pattern. It's just. This is the last question. Alright. So I'm almost to Gollard.
I am just now releasing the Clink line.
Oh yeah, that part's really dumb. You release the 3 and then you immediately. And like, only one of them is reluctant to going back. Like, the other 2 are like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, sure. It's all good. All good with me. Like, good game design. Also, Gollick's gonna shoot me, isn't he? Yep. I'm good. I was good there. Oh my god. Gollick's in the way. Oh my god, how do I do this part of the game again?
Don't die.
I'm dying.
Don't die.
Alright, hold up. Alright. Go. Go for it. Alright, I did it. I just kind of got hit by like 4 of Gollick's blasts.
Yep. That's kind of how that works.
Yeah, I
Ugh,
forgot
turn.
how Gollick...
Turn. Turn.
Jeez. You good?
We good.
We good?
We good.
We good, everybody. Everybody be good. Oh, you have a get-up attack. Alright.
So we have to be careful to not fall off the boxes here, otherwise we'll miss this chest. And you have to get this chest in order to get the last upgrade.
Yeah, you have to get that for the 3rd dash combo upgrade for Oshawott. And that'll just make the final boss so much better. Right, so... Train Depot... And is really, like, cinematic heavy. There's so much stuff, like the
Oh
train-
no! Oh no! 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 Damn it! I fell off. I tried to save
Dollar.
it, but I couldn't. Well, that's like a 10-second time loss.
Oh, that sucks.
I tried being cheeky and like skipping like at the corner here, but
Nice. Alright, so I can't switch to Snivy here because there's a giant-ass Gollick in the camera. Alright, so... I'm just entering the Unaware House.
alright, I'm making them go into the thing, the cutscene, the
Jeez,
click.
you're like a whole Unaware House ahead of me.
Fun fact, I've beaten this game 80%, probably like less than 10 times, and I've still yet to 100% it. And
I've never 100%ed it.
my first run of this, I was like playing through the game casually, and I disliked it so much that I didn't finish it casually. I literally just did a speedrun, and that was the first time I had ever beat the game.
Really?
Really.
Do you know what your first time was?
302 20 something.
Nice. My first time was 255. My current PB, I think I said this is a 251 or 251.46.
251.
And I don't think I'm on pace to beat that. What the?
Don't need to jump.
That was the greatest. Yeah, tropics, forest, mountain, and technology. I mean, technically, it's like...
Urban.
No, technically the 4 zones are like... coastal, mountain, plains, and...
Urban.
trains.
Urban.
Planes and trains.
Urban.
I like planes and trains, okay?
Urban.
Let me...
The word is
like,
urban.
I don't know what that means. The area leaders are the evolved forms of the starters, and then there's Kinkelder. Well, Raichu is in
So,
Cove Town.
basically, Ranunculus right now is explaining the plot that Laurie spoiled at like the beginning of the run 2 hours ago.
Oops.
The reason why Wish Park is like weird and why the Dark Void is forming is because the wish bells are not ringing with regularity.
Alright. Yeah. You just said sciencey stuff that I wasn't listening to. 'Cause
Why are you even like in my Discord chat right now?
Because
Just solo
I
calm.
want to talk about how I really like that cutscene when the Clank line is released because there's some funny dialogue. That's all I wanted to talk about, just funny dialogue.
So if you go really fast at this first section of the lab, you can make this first cycle. It's really hard to do though. I'm gonna try and do a buffer
Pokemon
strat.
shouldn't be able to have trains if they can't figure out squeeze bottle potions without a trainer. Well, I mean, yeah.
There we go, I made that cycle.
I don't know, did I talk to Clink Clank? Did I just run right past Clank? No, I talked to him.
Oh no, okay, hold on. I can fix this.
Can you? Can you actually?
I can actually.
Oh my god! I just fell off the Garbodor! Alright, I fell off the unaware house. Be careful. I don't want to fall off again. And at this point, it's just running straight forward. No, run forward, Snivy.
I got a 111 lab. I don't know what a good time is.
I don't either, but I'm gonna try and beat 111.
I think a good time would be
just
like
because-
114, but
I forgot to get Clink. Literally like 5 seconds away from Duosion.
I'm supposed to go right here.
If it is only once more. Okay. Oh, also, I don't know if you mentioned this. There's, you know how the Scientorium is really like hard to find and deep in this warehouse. It's this really technical lab, and it's not safe. You have to go through this really technical door and elevator. There's a Driftblim stop in the Scientorium.
Yes, there is.
We don't use it,
Nope.
but it's there.
Yep. Alright, I'm actually gonna mute my mic for this time.
Alright.
there's a vent that leads out of the Sciencetorium.
What?
Like when you use the Drifloon stop in the Sciencetorium, like you'll see like the Drifloon, like they just go straight out like a vent, like into the sky.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense now.
Also, with the powers of science, we make a fake portal.
With a Citron Collider, I don't know.
Sidron Collider.
Citron Collider. What's a Citron Collider? Do you know what a Citron Collider is?
I do, but the amount of time it would take for me to explain what it does and what it is, the world would be over.
Oh.
No, don't need an explanation after all. Such a sad thought. So this is the flight zone. This is like objectively one of the worst zones. Like one of the, probably the worst two. I think this is the worst zone I know.
Fire.
That was the joke, Super Sparkster. I'm glad you got it.
Someone tells me did they get it?
I don't know if they got it.
Yeah, no. I'm surprised Super Sparkster even came out for this. They've not been in my stream in forever. They're a real life friend. I know them in real life.
IRL friends, if you will.
IRL friends. And then I moved 12 hours, so. I saw them over break, though.
No one needs IRL friends.
Basically, all I did at their house was just play Cuphead. Merry Christmas, by the way. Yeah, no. They're really what helped me stay sane during my first run of this game. Because we were in a voice call for 3 hours.
Oh, I missed that one. Damn it. How did I miss that one? Nice depth perception game.
Game audio stutter.
Hold on. I'm in the middle of something here.
I'm not gonna beat 111. On the lab, by the way. Like, not even close.
Yeah, rip.
I'm bad at video games.
You got like insanely quiet.
I'm just... Yeah, that was just me talking quiet, I'm sorry. Whoa. Yeah, no. Alright. I'm about to enter the Wish Park,
Oh my god, you're
Flight
going so
zone?
quiet. I have to like raise your volume on stream.
Is it called Flight Zone?
It's called the Flight Zone.
Okay. I forgot.
Also, we actually switched to Pikachu for this. Also, I switched the wrong way, whatever.
Wait, really? Where do we switch to Pikachu? Oh, the boss?
For Sigilif.
Oh,
Or
okay, you're on...
Sigilif's Tower of Terror. Okay, so this stupid thing is really bad. It's this stupid spiral thing, and it's just the 3D effect and how movement works in this game is just so bad. And it's just
Yeah.
all bad.
I've talked a lot about turning in this run is bad. The Tower of Terror really showcases it. Game? That was weird. Okay.
say these
Mhm.
Poniard have aimbot, so they like almost always hit you there.
Alright. So yeah, I'm heading into Flight Zone now. You're in Tower of Terror. Probably the worst thing in this run. TBH.
So the strat for these two Pokemon that you have to like kind of fight, you just want to do a dash combo, and then wait for them to get up, and then just do another dash combo and hopefully buffer it right. I did not buffer this one right, so I'm a little offset right now. I didn't buffer that one right either.
Alright. So, in the Flight of Fancy minigame, which I'm about to start, one thing you didn't mention is there are kind of these speed-up rings. And they give you a very insequential, like, non-consequential speed boost. But I believe if you get enough of the rings, it adds up to save just a little bit of time, like a few seconds.
It actually, I mean, it does speed you up, so it's better to always try and get those in points.
Yeah.
Points are easy.
I don't know how much time it saves exactly to get all of them compared to like getting none of them. I once wanted to see if I don't know if it's possible. I want to try it one day to see if you can get 15,000 without getting any gems and like just getting the ring. But like as you see, I'm literally like not even done with lap 1, and I already have a hit score of 15,000. So it's very easy minigame. So focusing on the speed up rings over getting points isn't too big a problem, especially because speed up rings give you points. And like if you chain speed up rings correctly, you get 250 per ring. And there's no like actual combos in this minigame. It just kind of increments of +5 or of ×5. This game is great.
Darn, I didn't quite beat my Flight Zone gold.
Dang.
I missed the fucking spacebar. I missed the spacebar by point. Okay, no, that was a gold. I have to retime that later, I guess.
Oh. I thought you were about to say you missed the wish bell.
No, I missed the spacebar when I hit the wish bell. It was like not even a second. It was like that gold would have been like 0.4, which is whatever, I guess. It's not a big deal. But
I'm
that
actually gonna
could have
get
gone a
my
lot better.
splits up. I'm gonna get my splits up just to see how I would be doing right now compared to PD.
So once you defeat the Flight Zone and ring the Wish Bell, all 4 zones will come together. So now you can easily access one side from like any place. Yes, a Seismitoad was on a galaxy planet with gems in it. And once you connect all 4 zones together, the symbol in the middle will like glow
Become
a little bit,
portal.
and then you can like go to the Wish Palace.
It'll become a portal to Wish Palace, yeah. Alright, so now I'm heading up to Tower of Terror, and yeah.
Don't get bodied.
I'm probably gonna get bodied. I'm behind my PB, definitely. But, like, I think I'm on a better pace.
I'm on 247 pace, which I'm okay with for a marathon.
I'm not even... Wait, really? What pace are you on? What's your PB again?
My PB is 246.22.9, and my current best possible time is a 247.38.
Oh, wow.
And Dark
Yeah,
Ray segment.
I'm gonna be behind. My PB is a 251.46, and I'm behind that. And I don't know how much of that is fire.
Well, tell me when you split for your flight zone, Bell, and I can tell you how far that is behind mine.
Okay. I'm having trouble. Alright. Bye, Seismitoad. Alright. I have my live split up, so... Oh no, I fell down a... Girder knocked me down again.
How'd you get hit by Girder? You should never be
Because I'm slow.
next to Girder.
I was running against the wall. I was too much against the... And I was not getting enough speed because I was in the wall. It's a me problem.
Oh, okay, there's a third one right there where you say no for a yes-no option
Oh.
when talking to
That's
Piplup.
a thing. Yeah, that's a thing in this game, actually. As in a darker moment, the loading screen music will be slightly off tune, which is actually a really nice touch.
So Piplup will use like this stupid fucking dash attack, and you have to like get out of the way, otherwise he will body you.
It's basically like the attack he uses in Brawl. I died at the top of the tower. Alright. I just died at the top of the tower.
Oh, well, I guess you're getting like a 255 then.
Yeah, it's whatever. Alright.
I don't know why, but in this like that pre-rendered cutscene, and like in here too, Gothitelle, Gothorita, and Gothita are like, really oddly white colored.
Eh.
But Darkrai isn't. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why it does that.
I'm having problems with video game. Okay, I'm gonna knock you there. You see.
So Darkrai's like, I hate all of you, so I'm just gonna make all of you forget your memories about Pikachu. So
Yeah.
you'll all be alone in the world, because alone. Can't do anything alone. You're doing your dash combo too late, by the way. You need to start doing it when, like, the wings are fluttering.
For Druddigan?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So you need to re-talk to your three partners here. It's faster to go left to right or right to left, not middle to sides. I was just not paying attention.
Alright, Girder. Alright, I didn't mess up the Girder this time.
Once you talk to all three of them, you get a pre-rendered cutscene where Darkrai basically gives you amnesia and puts you to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I have the timing down. Okay, there we go. Alright, I got the tower this time.
Dude, PokéPark Wii loading theme is one of the best OSTs ever in gaming.
Alright, so... Now I have to fight Sigilyph, which...
Okay, so now you get like a 2-minute pre-rendered cutscene that's like super duper quote-unquote sad. So enjoy.
Double goddamn it. God damn it! I'm having problems. Just get him.
I just want to say though that this water in this pre-rendered cutscene is absolutely sick for 2012.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
right here.
I'm about 5 minutes behind my P. I'm like mid 256 pace right now, which is terrible.
Ouch.
Yeah, that death cost me like a few minutes. I think this might have been PB pace before and then the death just kind of wasted a ton of time. But I mean, hey, that's why we put our estimate. That's why I wanted to go for an estimate of 3.
You know, if you practice a little bit, you could have got 255 for free. I'm gonna reset my stream cap just for a second here, just to prevent any audio issues again.
I don't even... Okay, here's the thing, though. My strats worked last time, so I'm gonna assume
And
that...
then Piplup admits to having sins, and then it's like, I'm sorry. Go be friends with your other new Gen 5 friends. Hey, Lamau. So we gotta go refriend our pals in order that we got them. Get out of the way, Blitzel. And during this time, you literally aren't allowed to use the drift limb stop because they're like, oh, the sky is dangerous right now with that stupid portal, which is lame because the portal is like way the hell up there. So I don't know how high they're flying.
Literally just fly close to the ground. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be a nostalgia thing. You have to walk through the areas again, but so I don't like it.
So we're gonna run down and like fall down this ledge, but go down the right side this time, and then we'll end up like right in front of Oshawott. So you have to beat your pals in the respective skill game that you already beat them in. So Oshawott and Tipic are fights, and then Snively's a chase.
Yeah. And then you just go back to Wish Park, and then go back to the palace, and then...
I probably could use Thunderbolt there, whatever. Slightly slow.
Also, you were literally talking earlier this run about how hard and how tedious and annoying it is to be able to practice the later parts of this game. So, like, don't at me.
At Laurie.
Fuck you. This is why we were worried about commentary. We're gonna start each other out, and I'm gonna blame you.
You had the chance a week ago.
Okay, for what?
To get good at Park 2.
I'm never getting good at this game. I literally, no, this game is done. I hate this game. Go play Park 1.
Will do.
I should do that. One bit of lore I was never sure about is the Pikachu and Piplup 2 are the same from Park 1. I don't know.
So while we have Oshawott now, we're gonna get our final dash combo upgrade.
Alright, so I get to beat up Piplup now. Except Piplup just punched me in the face. Twice.
I mean, I thought it was like context clued then that like they were the same from Park 1. Why can I not switch? Hello?
Not gonna talk about that one.
We gotta run all the way out to Verdant Court in the Arbor Zone.
Not gonna talk about that. Alright. Changing plans. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a Birmingham Park 1.
Burmy is the worst Pokemon ever.
Is not. I have
I know.
4 notifications on Discord and I haven't looked at
I
them
have-
at all.
One. I've already checked like 4 or 5 during this
I'm
time.
concerned for what they are. Probably people just adding me to fix my goddamn audio, but whatever.
Alright, I still need to do some missions for that.
Get out of the way, Psyduck. So we get to do this amazing chase of Snivy once more. And then we get to do one of my favorite things in the run.
What?
Pikachu clip.
Oh god, I'm not doing Pikachu clip. Fuck
So
it.
with Pikachu and Tepig, you can clip out in like a lot of places in the game. However, this is like the only one that actually saves time 90%.
I'm not doing Pikachu clip. Don't make me.
You don't have to. It only saves like 10 seconds.
I'm gonna do it.
Do
No,
you
I'm
even
not.
know how to do clip?
No.
Hell no.
I did it once like a few years ago.
So basically, whenever Pikachu or Tepig, because of their model, are on a seam from one Y level to another, you can clip out.
That.
No, 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 come on. Okay, there it is.
Nice. Good job.
I only had to
Good
do it. I had to do it in 1 buffer, so you can do that in 0 buffers if you land on the ledge perfectly with Snivy, but that's kind of hard. So usually you do that in 1 buffer.
Alright, so I'm in the monochrome little sad cutscene now. If you want more sadness, go to school every day.
Oh damn, that Leafeon almost got in my way.
Hey, spring and it's pouring, the old man is snoring.
Please, Laurie.
Every single one of Pikachu's friends are dead.
Nursery rhymes gone wrong. Top 10 anime remix, anime OP remixes.
Not that anime OPs. Hey, look, it's Pibla. What? It's happy again. I don't understand. Oh, right. Reshiram and Zekrom. Or did I say Reshiram and Zekrom?
Yes, you did.
Reshiram and Zekrom are in the background of that cutscene. And I learned this last time I played this game, and I convinced there's something to do with it. Pokemans. PokéPark. PokéPark 2! Will you stab me if I say that again?
I'm pretty close to muting your Discord audio from the stream, but...
Wow.
Got him.
Rude. I'm pretty close to, I just server muted you for like half a second.
Please.
I'm a good friend. That's what PokéPark 2 is all about. It's about our friends. Like,
So
not
now that
them.
we have all of our main characters, we just need to go into a portal. So the closest one is obviously in the Colosseum. So we need to reopen this gate.
Yeah, Reshiram sounds fine. Zekram. I'm a terrible person, and I would apologize.
And then you can also skip that gate cutscene opening since we've already done it once.
Yeah, that's why we opened that gate after the power zone. Alright. So as you head into that portal, I'm just now fighting Oshawott again.
And this is the last time we have to do the stupid, angrily shaking Wiimote noises, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Alright. Also, one dumb thing about this game I want to point out. Oshawott just mentioned he remembers Ivy being exactly at the stump in Verdant Court. And if you remember, the tree stump was a 2D section, one of those 2D platforming type sections. You can re-enter those, and if you come back later in the game with newer characters, you can actually go into secret paths and get collectibles.
Alright, I'm done with Wii Fit Simulator.
And that actually includes you are able to, like, launch yourself out of a cannon again and go back to the cave.
And then when you open that door, or that portal, you can also skip that cutscene as well.
Oh yeah, you can skip that. Because you've already seen that.
Oh, that is the wrong way. There we go. So as a reminder to my restreamer, time ends when the second person is done. But I'll let you know when my time is done.
You have your own timer, so you will know your own
So
timer.
once you get back up here to Darkrai, you want to switch to Oshawott, since we have the dash combo 3 on him. There's going to be 2 Darkrai phases.
Yeah, there's going to be a phase.
Is the inventory in this game speedrun viable? Only in 100%. You don't need to care about it otherwise. Unless you're talking about just just collectibles, then I wouldn't know. So this is phase 1, where you just fight Darkrai like you would any other Pokemon. He can do some stupid shit here, so hopefully he doesn't. Okay, well he's doing stupid shit now. You can like teleport around and like really be annoying. And then you can knock him out of bounds like that, so I can't hit him now, which is really annoying. But he'll teleport back in bounds. so that fight was kind of slow.
Okay, my internet's back.
Laurie was dying on stream.
Yeah.
So once you beat Darkrai, he'll activate his hacks and grow to like 5 times the size. It was like 3 times the size, I guess, whatever.
Bigger.
And then he'll destroy the arena, and this is where you do phase 2.
Yeah. So my stream is back up, but my capture card is not showing on the stream.
Oh, rip Laurie.
My game footage.
So you kind of just have to like run into like in front of Darkrai to do damage here. You want to do it from like either the left side or the right side. You don't want to do it in the center, because this way he'll charge up like an attack on the side.
Okay.
So see, he's charging an attack over there, and I could just do a dash combo on the right side.
My stream is back up. And hopefully I won't have another disconnect. Sorry about that. Again, I do have a little bit of a...
Huh.
The weather's not the greatest today. So
I almost got a
rain
2-second
could be
gold and Darkrai split right there. I could have done a little bit better, like 10 seconds, if I didn't get bodied in that fight.
Yeah. Though, yeah, I explained earlier, today the weather's not been great, so the rain might be a little bit of a problem.
It's windy as hell for me outside, so now we just get like 3 minutes worth of just text and talking and walking, and then I'll let you know when my time is done.
I've still got like a bit over 10 minutes to go. So I've still got to fight Tepig, and then I've got to go back to Wish Palace and fight Darkrai, and then I have the cutscenes.
Oh, and then I need to switch here to Snivy. I always forget that you need to switch to Snivy after beating Darkrai.
Yeah. Even though you literally play for Snivy as Snivy for like 5 seconds before you go to Pikachu.
Yep.
It's a good 5 seconds.
You didn't even go for the Pikachu clip, Rip.
Yeah, no, I told you.
You said you were gonna do it.
No, I said that was a meme. I'm memeing you.
I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah, I know. I don't listen to you. It's fair. If you're gonna beat me in a race, I'm gonna meme you during the race.
Please.
It's only fair. Let me have my time to shine.
So, cutscenes percent, Piplup went and got Ranunculus, tech smashing.
I like how Tepig just gets really edgy without his memories.
Yep.
How many things are scary?
So, time for me will be when I hit the last wish bell. So, as soon as I hit the wish bell, that's when my timer stops. It's about 30 seconds from now.
You're gonna get a 247.
Yes, I am.
That's nice.
Yep. And time.
Nice.
I got a 247.37 on my splits.
That's what I saw in my timer. Good job.
So here's the cutscene, you know, people happy, we rung all the wish bells. However, Oshawott was a loser and can't run fast enough. And
Literally, Teg is faster than Oshawott in the cutscene.
getting bodied in Cake Zone. Well, it's because the Dark Vortex is closer to the Cake Zone, so that starts collapsing first.
That's true.
But the bell is literally closer than where he came out of, so I don't know why this is like this, but whatever.
Alright, so I'm about to do my last bit of Wiimote shaking, and then I have the final boss.
So he's
Time
doing
for me is in like quite a few minutes.
So parkour, we're helping Oshawott come back. The situation seems dire. Gothita gets owned. Gothita gets owned. Gothitelle gets owned. Rip Oshawott. He decides to let go, so we survive. With like the happy face. Snivy and Tepik get owned.
Get owned.
Pikachu is trying to hold on to Piplup. Piplup gets owned. Pikachu's sad again because he just lost all of his friends. He's like, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna crawl to the stupid ball of light that the dude was holding, and I'm gonna save it. And Darkrai's like, nope.
Thanks for the play-by-play of the ending cutscene. It's very good.
He just like uses gravity and just like sucks into the ball. Ranunculus gets owned. Pikachu's like literally about to get owned. Darkrai's just standing there unaffected by gravity because he's like the ruler of all nightmares and dark. And he's
Deathline?
Yeah.
I got a new record. I got a new record on opening the portal in the crag area.
Nice.
I'd like to point this out actually. Once you beat the game, you can go to Wish Park without having to do the poster shaking, but the game literally gives you an option, if you want to try and get a new record on the amount of friendship points you get in the poster shaking.
I mean, with the more friends you have, the easier it is to get higher points, so...
I know, but like, there's like, why?
And then Darkrai takes this stupid ball of light into the Dark Vortex. He saves the world. It's sad because he died, quote-unquote. Everyone else gets spit out except him. Which doesn't make sense. They're all just floating in air, by the way. Like, gravity just like does not affect them in this world, apparently.
Gravity is dumb. We don't need it.
And then here's like the 7-minute credits. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let this play out. Laura, you can talk about how his run is going.
Alright, so coming up, I'm on Darkrai. And Darkrai, as you saw on Deathline screen, that's gonna be the final boss. And then soon after that, we just have like a few minutes of cutscene before my timer ends. Darkrai, there's not too much to him. He's a pretty simple, considering some of the fights had a little bit of a like, cool little thing we did. And this is no exception. What we're gonna do is there's gonna be a bit of delaying in my attack right here. And I'm also gonna try and attack around this direction, and I didn't dash into Darkrai. My audio should be set up to be acceptable. And that's the reason I wanted to try and dash into Darkrai, because you're about to see it right here. I can knock Darkrai out of bounds. I'm not able to go outside the confines of this little circle area, but I'm knocking him way outside of the circle. And here's the feature I talked about during the Haxorus fight, that Girder is going to be a lot more helpful than Rhyperior when it comes to knocking out the boss. So yeah, now Darkrai's gonna grow, destroy the thing, yada yada. You saw this on Deathline screen. And this part of the fight is arguably even easier because we have a level 3 dash combo, and Darkrai will hit you with attacks if you're not careful, but for the most part, Darkrai is complete, like, he'll hit you with that attack, but like, for the most part, Darkrai's completely stationary, and if we're in the right position, around where I am right now, Darkrai will not hit you with an attack. So it's incredibly easy to just spam your dash combo, and since he's so big, he won't get any knockback. Like, usually in this game, when you dash combo into something, there'll be this knockback. Like, the Pokemon will get stunned and knocked back. Darkrai's so big that doesn't happen, and since he's completely stationary and not hitting you, you can just wail on him, and the fight is over fairly quickly. So now we just have the cinematic, and then mashing through text, and then the end of the game. Yeah, there's not much more to talk about. Just wait a few minutes. Time's in like 3 minutes or so. I just gotta mash through some final cutscenes. And then do like one last bit of movement. Alright. Yeah. So, yeah. Piplup's here, Rainiclus is here, everybody's here for this last little ending.
Alright, so my credit's finally done.
Really nice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and save the game.
I have a loading screen because great.
Since I saved the game, I'm going to reset my console just so I can look at my IGT, which stands for in-game time.
The credits
Pokemon,
sorry.
Pokemon speedruns Pokemon speedruns or PSR used to time and in-game timing until November 2016, where everyone voted to switch over to real-time attack.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still fun to look at your in-game time in games.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm probably not going to be going to, because you have to wait until the credits are over to save your game and check your time. And the credits are so long that, like, if I kept, imagine if I kept the timer running during the credits, it would go over estimate. Because the credits are like 7 minutes. So, I'm probably gonna we're probably just gonna cut.
Okay, my Wiimote was freaking out there.
Like,
sorry about that.
Right when I finish the run.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be in about a minute at most, so get ready on that, whoever's restreaming.
So, my in-game time was a 2:55, so that's what I expected.
Yeah.
Overall, it was a fun experience. PokéPark 2 is fun casually, I think.
Yeah.
In
as
terms
much
of
as we've been
speedrunner,
talking kind of crap on this game, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's a ton of fun. Like, casually.
As a speedrunner,
my time, sorry. My time is coming up in like 10 seconds. Like, no,
okay.
like 3. Like 3 seconds. Time.
As a speedrunner, I personally think I would recommend playing PokéPark Wii, the first game, over PokéPark 2. But this is still an enjoyable game, nonetheless. It still has a lot of untapped potential, especially with the being able to main 4 Pokemon. So, you know.
Yeah, alright, so Piner's telling me 2:56:52. My timer showed 2:56:49, so that's about right.
That's about right with Mixer.
Yeah. So, I don't have too much to say. And for when it comes to PokéPark Wii, you're talking about how much better that you think that game is than this game. Well, you're about to show that off in this marathon right now. Coming up, we have you running PokéPark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. I don't know if I'm commentating with you. Doesn't matter.
Can if you want to. I don't really care.
I might hop out because I want to like do stuff with the rest of my with the rest of my evening, and I don't want to sit in commentary call for another 2.5 hours. But I don't know. You enjoy yourself. We're on different time zones, so
I appreciate you.
So for you, it's only 5:30, but for me, it's already like 8:30, and I want to chill, especially because I'm commentating a run in the morning.
Why does my Wiimote disconnect whenever I restart my Wii?
I don't know.
This Wiimote is like super jank right now.
Yeah.
Might be like dying on the inside.
All right, so I'm gonna end my stream now. So everybody, if you enjoyed this run, I honestly don't see a reason you wouldn't enjoy PokéPark Wii. So stay tuned.
All right. Thank you so much for the